The blinding light! Those are still the same room. That move you a little bit more than 2 feet, but it's still a singular room. If I remember my cosmetic settings. Prime Rando, of course, always is considered the same thing in Dolphin, so you'll have these save files each time. They don't do shit! Alright, I need a timer. I forgot to turn that on. Let me go grab that. Hey, timer! Hey, timer! I need a timer! Gonna go get my usual timer. There it is. What are you doing there? Get over here. So there might be one other little detail of today's scene as well, I'm just saying. Might be one other small detail. I might randomize what room we're starting in. What? 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 Okay, no, I'm generating another scene. Screw this shit. I'm not starting in the impact crater and devaluing the artifacts. Come on, man. I'm not starting in here. That just makes the 12 artifacts completely pointless. We're getting another scene. Begin! Oh man, guys, I randomized starting location! Where's it gonna be? That's a little better, okay, so we're starting at Phendrana. But where in Phendrana? This looks like the one outside the Pirate Research Lab.
Wowzer, you the best!
Oh no, it's just the one outside regular Phendrana. I can't really do anything in Phendrana at this moment, so I'm gonna have to go this way, though. Gee, I wonder if this elevator's gonna take me to the Chozo ruins. Yeah, there's always been a frozen item there. No, it's in Talon Overworld. Off we go. I didn't see what part of Talon Overworld, but away we go. Oh, it's down here, so my first item's gonna be under the bridge. Understood. What kind of item is it? Okay, sure, let me go back real quick. Really cooking. Now we're cooking with that there gasoline. Plasma power! Sure, I don't mind starting with the plasma beam. That seems good. It seems potent. So about that missile that I saw. But what if I want the super weapons in the first 5 minutes? Yeah, I start with Charge Beam because you really need Charge Beam in this game. Like, really badly. It does way too many things. Crap, I'm gonna have to just walk through this crap. Oh, that hurts. That hurts to go through, though. Morph bomb? But I don't have the morph ball! Alright, definitely an interesting start, to say the least. Anything else I can really do in here at this point? Other than, like, I grabbed that item. Guess I gotta go up the intended way. I mean, it's safer to go this way than it is to go back to the spinning corridor of doom anyways. Can I scout that item? It feels like I could almost scout it, but now there's no way to get a good visual on that. Making use of enemies so I can actually get my health back. Did I just hit that thing with the damage recoil? Because Samus moves her arm after getting hit, and she kind of pointed it straight at the enemy. That's it, Samus. Trust your instincts. Alright, I can't do anything off in this direction anyways, even with the plasma beam. So I'm gonna head back down to Megmore at this point. I mean, not Megmore, Talon Overworld. I can go reach my ship! Yay! I mean, I can't get to the Sheegoth Temple. I can't get to the Boost Ball because I can't get back out. So the only thing that makes sense here is for me to go this way. What happened to the elevators? Well, you see, this happened to the elevators. It's decidedly not to where it's supposed to show up. I mean, the elevator's decidedly randomized, so it must be one of them Willy Wonka elevators. It goes in whatever direction it feels like going in. Interesting that there's a missile lock on that door, even if you're accessing it from the wrong side. hey, we're here. There we go. Sure. Missiles! Missile ready. Yeah! The single most essential trick in the entire game. The space jump early trick. If I can get a good peek at this. Maybe from the other side. Oh, that's the spider ball. Cool. Let me just go ahead and get that pinned. I'm sad that the dude bro hits are gone. It was probably because they wanted to make sure it was easy on the non-native English speakers as well. And maybe at first they couldn't figure out a way to make shorter scan logs than the vanilla game. But I still miss the dude bro hits, man. They were great. Alright, let's go find out what the 12 artifacts are that I'm gonna need. You know? Knock, knock. Oh, hey, it's the morph ball. Okie dokie, here we go! Let's start with the good old one that's directly behind me. The artifact of Life Giver is located in Phazon Mines. Hang on, I need to turn on fast tooltips. Oh, they are on, okay. Phazon Mines, Elite Research. Phazon Mines, where the heck is Elite Research? And there's a mess. That's Elite Quarters. Central Dynamo, Relation Shaft, Elite Control Access. There it is. Okay, putting that one. Elite Research. I was gonna say that this is the artifact of Life Giver. There's Life Giver on this list. There it is, okay. Okay, I'm gonna get stabilized here. The artifact of the warrior! It's the processing center access. That's probably gonna be early on in the mines. Oh wait, this is after the the Omega Pirate. Well, artifact of the warrior! Chosen Ruin Sun Chamber! Aw. It's the Tower of Light. Where the heck's the Sun Chamber again? Oh, right. Okay, that's Flagra. Okay, Artifact of the Wild. That's this one right there. Okay, okay. The Artifact of Strength is in Phazon Mines! The mining tunnel! We're gonna be spending a lot of time in there, I see. Wait, isn't that like the big... Yeah, it's the big spiral one that requires the Phazon suit. That's also a vanilla location, it's just not the vanilla artifact. The artifact of truth is located in the ventilation shaft. I know that one. Let's see to find it. That should be this one. Yes. The artifact of truth. There we go. The artifact of the Elder is in the furnace. We put it in the furnace. It's gonna burn up.
Showtime!
That's what you were thinking for 51 months. Yeah, Jonathan's been a little bit more for us today as I'm just getting this thing labeled. There's so many of these! Let's see, this is the artifact of Elder. There we go. Okay, this is this one, so let's start back here. The artifact of spirit is located in Fendrana storage cave. That's the back of Fendrana. Real deep back there. Storage cave is all the way out there behind the plasma beam door. Wait, this is fully vanilla. What the crap? Hey, randomizer, are you sure you actually randomize it though? Howlin' Overworld Life Grove. Are you sure you're actually randomizing these games? Artifact of the world is in the shore tunnel. Okay. Magmore Caverns. Where the hell's the shore tunnel? Lava Lake. That's for processing. Fiery Shores. Cyclops Pit. Storage Cavern. Shore tunnel. That's where the ice spreader is. Okay. Artifact of the world. The artifact of nature is in Phazon Mines. Security access A. It's right at the start of the mines, at least. The artifact of the Chozo is in the fungal hall access. That's at the very bottom. Fungal Hall Access A, though, not Fungal Hall Access B, so that should be this one? Yeah. Fungal Hall Access for Artifact of the Chozo. Magmore Caverns, Lava Lake. That's also a vanilla artifact location. It's just a different one in there. Okay, I've got them all labeled. Let's get out of here. Our work here is done. Now then, about that spider ball. Spider balls! Yum! I'm able to do a little more in Fendrana now, but still not a ton. So let's head to this, what's supposed to be the Chozo Ruins elevator and see where it drops me off. Probably won't be Magmore, because I would have to have a Varia suit. This'll probably be Vanilla Ruins, but we'll see. Or at least some derivative of the Chozo Ruins. Okay, it's not the vanilla spot, I don't think. This is, somewhere in the back? Yeah, somewhere in the back. Oh, it's this one, okay. Sure. You can take a peek to see what's in the ice beam room. What the? There was a missile barrier there! I can't get over there. Can I? Oh, no, I can get over there. Let me go take a look. Ah, I can't get over there. That jumps too far. Too far. Are we gonna set up the Chozo ghosts already? That's disappointing. I really don't want to disturb the ghosts. Maybe if I just don't look at it. Shit. Alright! No X-ray visor, but at least I have a charge beam, I guess. Well, the Chosen Roads is going to be a very inhospitable place with the ghosts released this early, but sure. It's a shame I don't have... Well, I have the plasma beam, but I need the ice beam to get back out, so... Speaking of getting back out, how do I get back out of this room? I don't think I can actually get back out, so I might have to reset anyways. Because without the ice beam, and like without some means of getting extra height, I can't get out of here.
Showtime!
Yeah, it's the first soft lock of the day. That'll probably happen multiple times. So Mario, thank you very much for the 48 iron months. Getting Jonathan spin a little bit more for us today. Because thankfully there's a handy-dandy quick game function in here, so I can go back to the room I saved in. That means I have to do a bit more in Fendrana. There is exactly one item in Fendrana available, so I'll go get it. Yeah, we're not intended to be here yet. Alright, let's make use of our handy-dandy. We're back to our starting room function. I'm back! I can fight him, yeah, but I also just can't get to the starting point of that room. There's a barrier that requires the wave beam to get rid of it. No little baby she-gods. Yeah, the classic space jump's a little bit too ridiculous for 3D. Oh, hey, it's the boost ball! We got ourselves a fully pimped out morph ball! Gee, guys, I wonder if I'm supposed to go to the boost ball room.
Fresh meat.
Nice shot! Here's your reward! Yeah, I like that you can mess with the HUD colors. This is nice. Alright, boost ball room! This time with the boost ball! Sir! Sir, I don't have very much energy! I'd appreciate it! If you'd stop being a ow problem. Meatball's just hanging, you know? Meatball likes to buy these. Makes them think of the eyes they don't have. The second eye they don't have. I think I see the ice beam. That makes sense. Oh no, it's the space jump. Even better. We got uppies! Yeah, there we go. Uppies are successful. Alright, that gives me a few more options, to say the least, so let's get to work. What are you doing back? I wonder if we can do some sort of really stupid slope jump to get up there without having to go around the entire room. I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's just go. Let's just go around the room. Here comes the babies. Oh. I suppose the babies do have significant knockback on their shots, so that makes sense. Oh wait, I need the wave beam to go this way. Well, fine, I'll go the other way. But first, the ice beam! Beam. Ridley, what you doing? What you doing, mate? You causing troubles? You know you shouldn't be doing that, Ridley. No, it's just regular missiles in the tower. Yo, it's your boy, Ridley! I feel like Ridley would be in an old-timey country band called Riddles and Fiddles. Just random thought while we're climbing this tower, you know. Alright, while I'm here, I should probably go ahead and take a look. See what is in the Sheegoth room. Alright, I forgot I enabled a quality of life feature since I saw it was available. Boink, 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 boink. You can spring ball! Oh man, I want that E-Tank, but I can't get back out! Alright, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to that E-Tank. I'm hitting C up to activate it, so a bit of a weird button, but it works. Alright, I'm gonna save. I'll save on the way from Chozo Ruins, I guess. Oh, you know what? I can do some fancy sequence breaking now that I got the space jump. Boinky, boinky, boinky. Oh yeah, let's do some sequence breaking. Just a little bit. Just a little tiny bit of sequence breaking, it's fine. I could really use an E-Tank, I'm just saying! We don't have any energy! I don't have any suits! This is a very glass cannon Samus build right now. Alright, let's see if I can pull off a fancy jump. Oh, way too early on the double jump. Alright, don't fuck it up this time. Might it work that time? No freaking idea, but it worked. Actually, the super missile, so that's not even bad pride. Oh! And an E-tank!
Luigi!
Okay, I really needed both of those, though, so it's worthwhile, but at the same time, Jesus, why did that take so long? Hey, hey, hey! Alright, we're free, let's get out of here! I'm very stubborn about things that I know I shouldn't be struggling with. That's just how it goes. There, now I can actually deal with the damn ghosts. Actually, I could probably use a few more missiles before I can deal with the ghosts very well, but in the meantime... This is interesting, though. The Ice Beam allows me to do a lot of stuff here. I can go deal with most of Chozo Ruins. I can pick this up. I can go see where this other elevator takes me. Let's consider our options first. Like, where does this elevator go? Workstation debris. Oh, that's the one that's blocked by a power bomb. Well, I can't do anything there right now. Alright, we're going into the ruins proper now. I avoid the ghost. I'd really like to avoid the ghost. Damn. Fine, I'll fight the ghost. The ghost is now dead. Mustin'. What am I standing? Oh. Well, I suppose that would have been one way to get back out of here. Because then I could have jumped down here. Ooh, that would have been a hell of a sequence break. Okay. What the hell did I land on? Oh, that thing. Sure. And a missile. Honestly, I'll take those. If we're gonna have to deal with ghosts, then I might as well have the super missiles to deal with them. I'm happy to see Sequence Break at least had worthwhile items for me. Cause oh man, that was a time. I think that's one of the easier breaks. There's a lot of other breaks in this game, but their complication is extreme. We have been blessed with the Elder Missiles. Just kind of throws you out of there. Oh good, frame perfect jumps in a 3D environment! That sounds hilariously awful. I mean, there's plenty of those in this game too when it comes to the randomizer, but that's only if you're skipping shit that you really shouldn't. Alright, there's one on the other side. Whoop! Whoop! Gotta do some sick tricks if I want to get whatever the item up there is. What's my glorious prize? More missiles, okay. Actually starting to get a decent amount of ammo. Ammo! Can I see what's up there? Yeah, there's the artifact. Figures it's up there. Let's see if there's anywhere I could force myself onto. I mean, I can get up here, but like, where the hell am I gonna go from here? I could use that to boost myself up, but where would I go afterwards? I would need something to land on, and I'm pretty sure these aren't solid. They're kind of solid. I'll just come back with the power bomb. I'm sure there's a way to weasel it, I just have no idea where to start. Get it later. All I need's one power bomb and I can go get it. Oops. You know? Wait, how's the game gonna handle the fact that it's poisonous in here and Chozo ghosts? That's two completely different event flags. Oh damn, the thing's actually immune to beams I'm not supposed to have! Yeah, it's like, that's a bit unusual. I think it's less an immunity and more they just didn't bother filling in the damage table. Because you're not supposed to have the plasma beam. Destruction! Oh hey, it's a power bomb! Well, I know what I'm gonna go use that for. And sure enough, it does not always give you the mains. Most unfortunate, I was hoping it would always give me the mains. I was hoping that'd be a quality of life thing they could fix, but apparently not. Face! I'm in! I'm in! I'm in! Mothia being immune to Gold Sword actually has a reason, and it's because of all their bad programming. Spikes do Gold Sword damage to enemies, and they wanted Mothula to be, you know, immune to their spikes. I wanted the mains. I just got the one singular power bomb. It's painful without it. Come in. Spring ball's nice at least. Oh, come on! No, it was very intentional. All for the sake of making Mothula immune to the spikes in their own room. Definitely a little bit of an oversight, though, yeah, considering you can just go get the gold sword before fighting Mothula, even in the vanilla game, if you really want to. Son of a bitch! I can't transform while I'm up here, can I? No. It's worth a shot. But are these things, I don't know, they're little parasitic fellas. We're around right here, I think. Oh, God damn it. I hate that you can't see the shadow on that particular spot. You can see your shadow on the rest of it, just not that one drop down. Like right here, you can just be like, oh hey, it's your shadow. Bloop. You're missing for the 100 biddies. Thank you for the good luck. I'm gonna need it after the disaster that was a few minutes ago. Okay, so it's like, right here. There we go. Artifacto of the Elder! Artifact of the Elder. Freedom! And yeah, I stream 6 days a week at noon Eastern, so if you want to tune in to more, then this is the place. I mean, I could just go fight Flogger right away. Honestly, it doesn't seem like a bad idea. I don't have the energy for doing the sequence break, though. You do take a lot of damage doing the quick kill. Like, a lot of damage. Like, more damage than that. Really? This is specifically the charged power beam? Weird. Multi-kill! Oh, I never noticed that that's a big old eyeball that you're shooting. Yeesh. Saw this with the usual brutality. Alright, away we go! Whoop. One thing's for sure, that missile count's getting a lot more healthy. I can actually use my super missiles that I'm still not supposed to have yet. It's important to remember that the super missiles were locked behind the grapple beam and the X-ray scope visor. X-ray visor. So, these soups are way out of logic right now. Double kill. Alright, let's go find out whether or not it's vanilla, artifact in Flogmas room, or if it's actually the boss drop. Either way, I need to go kill Fogma. Yeah. It's really weird encountering those gates from the wrong side. ghost? Where's the ghost? Is the ghost? Oh, there you are. Ghost? Oh, there are 3 of them. Ghost! Come on, I don't want to have to deal with you climbing all the way up this room. There we go. I got better things to do than deal with your nonsense. Alright, let's open the way. I wonder if the plasma beam even does anything to Flagra. Come on, open up. Okay, that's interesting. The plasma beam doesn't even knock back the satellite dishes. Does Flagra take damage though? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, it stuns Flagra real good though. Like real good. Whoop. Alright, I'm just gonna help, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to get one of the quickies. It's a bad idea, I might die. But you know, and it's worth a shot, yeah, just one quick shot. Okay, so it's like... one more shot. Ah! Going! Okay, I'll do it regular for the last phase, got it? Does that really hurt? Lager was pissed! Okay, cool. At least I got one of them. And that's why you need to have some energy, or at least some defense before trying that shit, because you'll get booped on the snoot pretty hard as a reward. Is it the artifact? It is the artifact. Cool. Artifact of the wild. Alright, and now to just go back out and go back in. I think it's possible if I just go far enough down that it unloads the room. Oh no! Shit. I got booped. Well, fine. Be right back. We'll do the full puzzle. Oh god! Hiya, fellas! The scan visor got so much better in the next two games. Just because it wasn't these little symbols, the entire object was highlighted. I'm coming back! What? Weird little fellas. Alright, the ghost should be here. Yep. The ghost! I'm ready. Three of the bastards, okay. What are you doing all the way over there? How am I supposed to shoot you? Alright, they're both a single charge shot away from death. Long ball! Okay. Yeah, I already got the artifact, but I figure I might as well check this while I'm right here. That's really annoying to try to hit them with a charge shot. Very squirmy little fellas. Yo, it's the mains! That's definitely worth. Why, thank you. Okay, 100% worth coming up here. There we go. Now we have some proper power bombs. Why is this hallway still making ghost noises? I hear you already! Shut up! Lava Lake. That's the one that's normally connected to Talon Overworld, actually. That's not so bad. Alright, to the vault. We're gonna visit the ruins, because everywhere else is Magmore, so there's a Varia suit waiting for me in here somewhere. Yeah, I'll take an E-Tank, let's get it. One E-Tank, please. And one E-Tank, please. There we go. One wave beam, please. Okay, we have all the beams. That's nice and early for that, at least. All beams acquired. Still need them suits, though. Alright, so doors aren't gonna be an issue anymore, at least. Ow! I'll be crushing the Morphall. Wait, how's this gonna work? I'm on the backside of the hive totem. How is this gonna work? It's gonna start the boss. Do I actually have to fight it, though? Wait! How does this work, though? Can I leave? Can I just walk out the door? Or is it gonna seal behind me? No, the door's open. See ya? Bye? Have a good one? Bye-bye. The boss music's still going. Oh, I hope this doesn't cause any bugs. Well, I guess we get some different jams for the Chozo ruins now. Hey, there's the Varia suit. This is really dumb. The room's unloaded and the music's still playing the mini-boss music. Power bomb expansion. Don't mind if I do. Boinky, boinky. Boinky. I guess I got 6 of those now. Okay, good. The music finally stopped. We now return to our regularly scheduled Chozo ruins. I still remember how to do that, at least. Tree! Ooh, it's the flamethrower! What's that doing in a tree? Flamethrower acquired. I kind of want that E-tank though. Oh, come on! It even actually made the little animation as though I landed on something. Nope. Didn't get my correct direction of momentum that time. Oops. Keep on pushing myself slightly in the wrong direction, that's my bad. Yeah, the flamethrower's just kind of shit. Oops, that time I didn't jump in time. Alright, come on. Let's not struggle with this one. This one, the lower difficulty, long-ass jumps. There we go. Everything in this room has been acquired. Do I bother going this way right now? Hang on, I'm gonna go the other way real quick. I want to see what my glorious reward is for defeating Flagra. Other than, you know, the artifact, the mains. But there's one more item associated with Flagra, and it's over here. More missiles. Going up. Going up. Whoa! Going up the third tile. Let me up. Let me up. Oh, this ain't right. Yeah, there we go. What video game flamethrower did I use the most? Recently, I guess it'd be the Jet Force Gemini one, which has the usual consumes its ammo too fast problem. But it hella one-shots things, though! I want to see where this elevator goes. Having all the beams at the moment makes me think we're gonna land in the face on mine soon. Okay, that's South Fenderana. Interesting, interesting. Maybe I'll go that way in a moment. How did I miss the rate the beam missile combo weapons? That's easy. Super missile's the first one. Then the ice spreader, then the wave buster, then the flamethrower. Wave buster and flamethrower both have the same problem where they consume about 50 bajillion more ammo than they need to. It's the grapple beam. Oh god! Wait, these encounters are gonna overlap! They're overlapping! Wait, it's some of the mini-boss immediately! What?! Everything's overlapping! Okay, first things first. Oh no, they followed me! Wait, oh no! Now the other one is here! Oh, it is noisy in this. Why are there two of them? I'm getting a strafing tutorial from the game right now. Everything going on in this room is perfectly fine right now. Ow. That's a chunk of hell. And then the entire Choso Ruins came out to try and kill Samus. I'm busy. What was that? Oh, a bit of a party, I tell you what. Them Chozos. They know how to party. What's gonna happen when I go back in the room, though? And it's just a missile. Alright, let's get out of here. So, okay, good to know. Mixing up the progression of the game does some weird shit. It's gonna happen again. No, everything seems to be perfectly normal-ish. Alright, do I want to go to Magmar or do I want to go back to Finrana? Because they're both very good options. I'm gonna try Magmar first. If I can pull off a stupid jump. And I got the stupid jump. Nice. Alright, let's go to Magmar first. There's a lot of items in Magmar, and I can get all of them. I have no freaking idea where I'm going, but we're going places. Wait, there's grapple beam stuff I could have done. Ah, shit. Hang on, I don't want to leave those 3 items. Wait, is this the... Oh, that's a vanilla elevator. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I forgot I picked up the grapple beam, so I can go get the grapple beam stuff. And don't worry, we'll save as soon as I run into a save point. Haven't really been very many of those around. They're in kind of awkward spots for the Chozo Ruins. Chozo. Watch, I'm gonna try to do the stupid jump on the way back. So I can get back here, and I'm just not gonna be able to get it. I like spring balls, neat. Lets me spend more time rolling around. Missile. Next. Missile. Ah, I see we found some worthwhile items by coming back. Oh, hey, it's another missile. Fine. 3 missile expansions, who made it? Thanks, Grapple Beam.
You gotta believe it.
Ghost! Ghost, where are you? There you are. Space Ghost! Coast to coast. It's Fruitball's fun. You can see all the little things you can do with it. Just boink, 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 boink. Let me out! Let me out! I have to actually find the Phazon mines wherever those are squirreling themselves away. Hear that bug scuttling along behind me. Okay, time to screw up this jump now that I got it right the first time. Okay, good. 2 Magmore! There happens to be a save point in Magmore, so I can use that. Well, at least I have no shortage of missiles to blow things away with. Magmore Caverns. I can get the vast majority of the items in here. There's a couple of artifacts for me to pick up on the way. Geronimo! Ish. Hello, Shriekbacks. I need lots and lots of missiles, please. Thank you. Knock, knock! Oh, thank goodness. Hello, save point. It's been a while. I'd be very surprised if Prime 4 ends up being good at this point. But we'll see. It would be a pleasant surprise. No, the random's perfectly stable. You can turn on stuff that makes it unstable, like most randos, but... Oh yeah, this is the one that just requires 2 missiles for some reason. Now, give me that. Artifact of the Sun has been acquired. The sun. What if it turns out better? I will be pleasantly surprised. At this point, we should probably preface it with, if it comes out at all. Oh, you mean crashes? Nah, it shouldn't have any crashes or anything like that. Dolphin's pretty stable. Here they go. It appears all I can find are these missiles. 115, that's quite a few. Come on, man, I couldn't even see that one. Give me that. Ah, it's coming! Okay, that's what I saw right before it hit me. There we go, finally got my missiles back up to full. Okay, so there's a lot of elevators in this area. I kind of need to know where they go. Let me take a look at this one first. So while I'm here, I can also do the bomb jumping. Yo, Magmore, you gonna have anything other than missiles? Where's this go? Talon Overworld, South Great East. Wait. Let me take a look at this. Does this go to the where the frigate normally goes? Because that'd be useful. Where is this gonna take me? Okay, I went down, so I doubt this is the one that normally leads to the face-on mines. No, it's above where the face-on mines usually is. I think this leads to the Life Grove? Sure, I had to stop by the Life Grove anyways. I know there's an invisible platform around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Buster Buster! Alright, we'll go deal some more ghosts. Thank you, Spring Ball. Missile expansion acquired. Apparently we're having ourselves another vanilla artifact of some kind. Really didn't do a very good job randomizing their locations now, did it? Because it's still just right there. Yoink! Artifact of the newborn! Alright, let's get out of here. First things first. Sir, I would like a new power bomb. Thank you. Alright. Come on, you damn ghosts. Ghosts? Hello? You still have to fight. Yeah, let's get a little pot shots. Ghosts! Oh, hello! It's a bit close there, mate. Ghosts! Yeah, the other beams don't hurt the ghosts at all. There we go. We'll just get a long-range snipe, that works. You know, I wonder. I'm just gonna try something for just a brief second, because I want to see if the spring ball makes this trick easier. Yep, in fact, that's the room where you normally get the X-ray scope to demonstrate that exact thing. How does this work with the... Seems interesting. That's much easier with the spring ball. What the hell? That's not even just like a little bit easier. That's much easier. Oh, I've landed in the water. Oh, that's a problem. I just want to see where this elevator goes! Why is it vanilla though? Ah, man, fine. I'll go to the mines later. I should probably stay in logic for a bit. Before I go diving around deep into the Phazon mines, let's just go this way. Okay, so duly noted. That skip is like grossly easy to do with the spring ball. Neat. All right, we out. I'm going back. I'm going back to Bangalore. I kind of have to do the entire Phazon mines because there's artifacts strewn all over it. Including after the Omega Pirates, so I have to do that fight, too. So let's do a little bit of preparation before I go, such as trying to find one more of the suits. I guess since none of the artifacts are in the underwater frigate, I could theoretically skip the grapple, I mean the gravity suit, but ugh. The suits are not progressive. Oh, hey, there's one of the visors. Hey, X-ray visor, that would have been useful a minute ago. Yay! A little late, but we'll take it still. Yeah, our super missiles are finally in logic. That's how deep they were supposed to be. Artifact of the world. See, I'm kind of happy I did the sequence break instead. Even if it took frickin' forever, it might have still saved time, because it would take me a long time to go back to that one spot in Talon Overworld at this point. We're pretty deep in. Yeah, it just goes with the highest tier suit in terms of visuals. Oh, hey, it's the ice spreader. Well, that didn't get very far from home. I'll take it, though. It's a good item. Cool, I have all the beams and beam combos. Oh, I'm burning! Oh, that hurts! Alright, what does this connect to? Okay. I'm gonna check out this other stuff, but that's good to know. Thank you, Spring Ball, for reversing direction on me at the last minute. Nah, that's fine. I didn't need those 2 energy tanks. So Spider Ball's kind of weird in that the camera's dynamically changing, but you're still holding a direction. You know, stuff like Resident Evil, where it had those fixed camera angles, right? and how your analog stick direction would kind of follow the direction you were heading in when the camera changes angle. Well, the spider ball does that sometimes when it feels like it. It's very awkward. Let's try to do some shenanigans. Alright, I still have to activate these things. I know it's technically possible to do this without the spider ball entirely, but I'm not exactly sure what to do in this part. Because you need to be able to get on top of this. Doesn't look like you can quite make it with a space jump. So there's probably some silly jump that you can do off of, like, the geometry and whatnot, but I'm just gonna use the spider ball. No, what are you doing? Spider ball, please! Oh, this power-up wants to get me killed. The game didn't like that. Oh, hey, I'm up here. Cool. What am I doing again? All right, I can just do this. And we're up. Man, Whaler and Missile Expansion, I tell you what. Give me that. Was any of that necessary? No, I just wanted to make sure I remembered how to do it. Look your head out. There we go. actually kind of like that spider ball pass, but you know, I just have to make sure I remember. It's a shame I don't know the other part of the spider ball skip that actually lets you skip the spider ball, though. Just the spider ball path. Wait, I can just look at what it is. Oh, it's the Phazon suit! Well, excuse me a second. I think I kind of want that.
Showtime!
Straight side of the way, thank you for the 13 months, over a year of content, actually. And Jonathan spit a little bit more for us today. As we found the Phazon suit, this is a worthwhile trip over here. Cool. Excellent. Where's the pit? There it is. I mean, Phazon suits are kind of important. Just they come equipped with a Phazon beam. Now, if the Phazon beam was a separate pickup, it'd be a different story. Phazon suit acquired! There we go. Thomas has become edgy! Alright, so this should connect back to, I think, a Talon Overworld one? Yeah, pretty much. I've got everything I need, I just need to go deal with the fact that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 artifacts in the mines! Alright, that's that one. Let me see where this last elevator goes, and then we're gonna go get back to business. No, I'm not that! There's exactly one artifact in Findrona lift. Okay, I kinda wanna go this way just to grab the one item. Let me get this one item, and then we'll be on our way. No, you don't need the thermal visor at all. I can make do without it. You need the X-ray scope for the Omega Pirate, and the X-ray visor for the Omega Pirate, and we have that. Safe. It is the X-ray for the Omega Pirate, right? And not the thermal? I'm pretty sure it's just X-ray. Okay, good. Then yeah, we have the one visor that I need. Okay, let's walk all the way back to Magmore Caverns to get to the one section that I need to be in. Now, do I start the phase-on mines from the top or the top? We're gonna start from the top. Because there's multiple artifacts at the top, and I have a lot of stuff to do in there. Like, if there wasn't multiple artifacts on the way through phase-on mines, then I'd start from the bottom, but I need to go through the whole thing, so we're just gonna go the whole way. Phase-on suit was located right here, in this very room. Gravity suit is unknown, but I don't need it. I'll take extra damage, so this will be very scary. But I don't need it. Yeah, Prime Randomizer doesn't have any form of progressive items, I've noticed. Alright, Spider Ball. This time don't just catapult me in the wrong direction, okay? There you go. So that's like the middle portion of the phase-on mines, but then I'd have to do a really awkward route. Although, actually no, that gets me to the wrong side of Talon Overworld. What's gonna be my fastest way back to Talon Overworld after I'm out of here? That's a question. I guess probably just going back. Remember now! Alright, here we go! Overpriced yo-yo! Yeah, I see that. It's the Spider Ball. The Spider Ball does that. Gives it all those fancy lines and like the see-through portion on the side. Very much looks like one of those old yo-yos. Well, I guess I get to make use of this handy-dandy little sequence break that I did. Thanks for making that so much easier there, Boost Ball. Not Boost Ball, Spring Ball. Alright, don't fall in the water this time. Ow! These things are so rude. Here we go! A face on mines. I really wouldn't mind finding like an extra E-tank or like the gravity suit. So I'm still gonna look around at the various items. See if we can get something good. It's quiet. Too quiet. Hello? Samus is here. Everybody run for the hills. You didn't run for the hills. That was your mistake. I tried to warn him. She's here. Oh, that's cute. They're trying to shoot me. And I had to try a little harder than that, fellas. Now, where's the little fool that thinks they can hit me? Oh, it's you! Hello. Did you just take a shot at me? Oh, the regular pirates are so cute. Unfortunately, we're not going to be dealing with them for very long, because, yeah. The elite pirates are coming. Yes, I would like my power bomb back, thank you. Artifact of nature. You know, security access. It'd be good. No, wait, these are just regular pirates. Can I see them with this? Nope, just the thermal visor. Ow. Ow! Stop that. Cursed invincibility. The pirates activated their cheat codes. Alright, now it's time to deal with the elites. Let's go see what's in the flamethrower spot. It'd be pretty funny if it was the nothing. No, it's Powerbomb expansion. Sure. Nice. These online always feel so damn oppressive. They did a good job with it. The atmosphere in this place is thick. It's an oppressive atmosphere, and the atmosphere itself is very thick, dense, well constructed. Hey, I wonder if it's another vanilla artifact. What's up, my dude? Well, that was spooky. Don't crash, game! It is another vanilla artifact location. Artifact of the life giver in the location of the warrior. Now I save at the beginning of the mines. That's the only save point you get for a long time in this place. Gonna deal with these things before I climb up. There we go. I mean, the face-on mines are essentially meant to be your big, challenging gauntlet. Beam pirates are the best ones, obviously. Because you could just do that. Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! A direct hit, Captain! Knock knock? Surprise! love the power beam one so much. Look at him go! They're so precious. They just go flying. And the only downside of starting from the bottom is actually having to do this puzzle. You can pretty much just skip it if you start from the, like, midway point of the mines. Ah! I sprung a little too hard there. A little too much, a little spring in the step. I mean, there'll be plenty of Metroids in a bit. Hey, buddy. At least the wave pirates are, you know, easily disabled. It just takes a little while to get them down. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. Alright, what's in the old grapple beam location? A missile! How predictable. Honey, where's my gravity suit? I'd like to have maximum defense. Defense is nice. It makes it so I don't take all the damages. Another missile expansion. Whoop. Well, I'm not wanting for ammo at least. Ow, there's apparently a pirate alive in there. Hey, buddy! Hey, how you doing? We haven't really been backtracking much at all this scene. It's been mostly forward momentum. Oh, you poor unfortunate soul. Why would they ever give them an ice beam suit? That's just cruel. Why don't you give him that, man? You're just asking for the poor guy to die. Portal deactivation? There we go. Alright, let's keep moving. Those are the pirates that pissed off the boss. Sounds about right. Really, the wave one is the only one that's all that effective, and even that just gets stunned. All the elite pirates have a crippling issue. Ice is probably the worst, though. It's a fact of truth. Alright, 4 more to go. Capture Metroid alive. Unknown, I don't know about that. They're feeling kind of bitey lately. I mean, yeah, the Warfall Pirates are definitely the worst off in general. Oh, goodbye! Think fast! One for you! God, the ragdolling's so good, though! Oh, there's one of you poor bastards left, okay. I mean, they definitely deserve it, but at the same time, ouch, though. God, the super missiles are satisfyingly powerful in this game. Alright, I'll do the whole maze just so I can get a missile expansion. And open the doors. There goes the rando. We had a bit of a hiccup struggling to get a certain trick pulled off earlier on, but it ended up being pretty helpful in the grand scheme of things, so I'm still happy I spent the 10 minutes grinding out that trick. But other than that, it's been a very linear path, to say the least. We've kind of just been on a long chain of elevators going from place to place. Hey, Metroids! Food's on! They haven't been tripping me out too much. A couple of them ended up being fully vanilla, so that certainly didn't help. Wait, did one of the pirates survive? What a trooper! That pirate hit in the back. He's like, ah, no, I ain't dealing with this. So this is the one where you can, if you want to, do all this with shooting and trying to find the platforms, but I think I'll just use the X-ray scope. Metroid? Metroid, there you are. Oh, the ice beam's so bad. Look at it go. Well, considering cacodemons aren't exactly the most threatening things, the Metroid.
Fresh meat.
Yes, I'm talking about you, Meatball. You know it's true. Missile. It would be nice to, you know, get my grubby little mitts on the gravity suit. Okay, I'm here, I guess. Can I get over there? I mean, I can jump over here. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the spring the fireball. Let's just go. I mean, yeah, there's custom cacodemons that are certainly extremely deadly. But the vanilla ones, like, damn, let go, Meatball here, are perfectly harmless. I mean, they try to hurt you, they do try. And succeed at what I'm doing. Artifact of the Chozo has been acquired. I mean, why not? Everything else seems to be able to take the energy of hell. Well, that was awkward. It really looks like I should be able to stand right here. Damn, I actually slipped off that whole thing. Fine, I'll go swing. But it does look like I should be able to stand on it. Where's my little fella? Little fella! Yeah, can't quite get the grapple beam from here. Fine, I'm going. Shrooms. I mean, the fish in Metroids in particular are quite susceptible to being exploded, so I think the Cyber Demon might actually win that one. It's been going all right. You know, making some progress. Going deep into the mines. I'm kind of low on power bombs, actually. Artifact of Strength has been acquired. Only 2 more to go. I'm gonna go all the way back to Phendrana for one of them. Crap, which elevator took me to the back of Phendrana? It's been like 10 years! I think that was back in the Chunzo ruins. Isn't this the room that I can skip? I feel like there's like a piece of geometry I can step on somewhere. Yeah, it's the same program I used to randomize this game, actually. Randomania. There we go. It is labeled as experimental, though. Ah, the plasma pirates. Wait, is it still alive? Damn, you take 2 plasma shots. Thank you, little fellas. I mean, switch modding's been a thing for a little while now, so those types of things are happening faster and faster as a result. Jeez, I can make that jump. I don't think I was supposed to make that particular jump, though. mean, I'd have to figure out emulation on that one, and I don't even know if my old PC can handle it, but could be worth a shot. Alright, last chance for the gravity suit before the Omega Pirate. Nope! You have 175 missiles, though. That's pretty good. No. Spooky up in here. It's crazy in here. Sir! Sir, you've chosen a very bad ambush point. All your friends are already dead. Here he is! Here's the big fella himself! Oh, good. Gotcha! Gotcha again! Ah, he's gonna get a chance to recharge now. Yep. And pirates. Well, guys, I really don't care about you. Your friend's gonna deal with you before I do anyways. See? Thanks, big guy. Hey, can you get the one on the wall for me, though? It's being kind of a, you know, a little bit of an annoyance. That guy just staying stuck to the wall. I've seen those shots occasionally coming my way. Oh yeah, would you look at him? Would you look at him over there? He's just camping! I didn't know you had snipers in your platoon. What is this? I'm going to fire a super missile at you here in a sec. Alright, that's enough out of you. Freaking campers. Introvert. Die! Nothing to it. Yeah, if you get exploded by anything that causes a lot of light, it causes your face to show up. So I was just like, I'm fine, see? Nothing weird happened, I'm fine. Did it say what I got? I wasn't actually paying attention. It was a missile expansion, right? Right, it was a missile expansion. Artifact of the Warrior! Alright, one more item in here and then I'm out. There's still more of those pirates in this room somewhere. I can smell them. They smell like fear. Yeah, maybe I should just... Okay, never mind. I got blasted a little bit too much to jump up that way. Okay, fine, I'll climb back up. There we go. That's the last wave pirate I had to deal with today. Goodbye! Ow! That's a big explosion, jeez. Alright, are you in the gravity suit, or is this place literally just a bunch of missiles and that's it? Missiles and artifacts, that's all that was here. And like one E-tank. That's in the base game. Pretty much only the super missiles cause them, but oh boy, does it ever cause them, though. Fireball decided it was time to change directions. So I had to hold down to move upward. You know, that sort of thing. Spider-Ball, Spider-Ball. Ah, freedom is close at hand. Let me out of this awful place. Alright, so now I gotta make all the way back to Fendrana. Which way am I going? I had to go all the way back to Magmor again, and that's in this direction. Okay. The I can't be our stress! Taking a quick trip down the Magmor Highway. Ah. I guess the gravity suit must be pretty close to its vanilla location then. Because there's not exactly a lot of options left. I mean, I'll save when I come across the same point, but that just hasn't happened yet. They're kind of spread far and wide in this game. I'll be walking by one relatively soon, though. Thank you, Grapple Beam. This one. I wonder where that thermal visor is, because I mean, the final boss is going to take a bit longer due to not having one of the beams. I mean, one of the visors. Hit! 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 There we go. Make it back! Ah. Slow-moving lifts, my nemesis. Maybe it would have been faster to just battle our Thardus. How the hell am I even gonna get back to Talent Overworld after all of this? I guess the easiest way will be from my starting point. Hey, get down here. I tried to find the nothing, but there's only one nothing out there. There's been no sign of it yet. Because I need to go to the back of Phendrana, which has a big, large, huge rock golem in the way. Okay, I think this leads to Phendrana? Yeah, there we go. We're here! Going down! At least you get the deeper Phendrana music this way. Grapple beam, go! Hey! Cut it out! I guess I'll go down and take a look and see what's in the water. It's a missile. I mean, I should be able to get back out of here, right? Right? Light stayed corrected on that one. Okay, it's possible to get back out, I think. Can I not get back out? Is that actually an issue? Oh god. I don't think I can get back out. Didn't think this one through, I did. I can get out, but not that way. What's the other way out of here? What's the slope I've been jumping off of? Getting jammed on something. I was getting a slope jump off of something, but I can't seem to get it anymore. There we go. I mean, I can get the missile, but I can't get back out. Unless I'm able to, like, wedge the Morphball in somewhere. I'm pretty sure I'm stuck. I mean, that's how the room is in vanilla. I just like get around the entire thing. I guess so.
No!
It's just that I can't get out because I don't have the gravity suit. There's no slopes for me to press on, so I can't get enough height. This is most unfortunate. Alright, I'm just gonna beat up the artist to get back here. I don't want to walk all the way back. So dumb, though. Duly noted, though. Don't break the ice. I got out! I found a spot to wiggle myself out. We're free! We're free! Okay, don't fall back in there. We're free! Discovering new tech. How to weasel out of there.
Too easy for me.
Let me go ahead and use this save point right here. That seems like a good idea. Oh, hey, it's a handy-dandy save point. We just grab that. There we go. Apparently that is labeled as something I can get in Logic right now, so I guess maybe the... It's like, am I supposed to be able to get out there more easily? I don't know. But at least I got out of there. First, you say no, and then you get out of there. Oh, look at these cuties. Look at them trying. No. It's adorable. Wonder what the complicated method of skipping this grapple point is. Oh, off we go! Hi! Artifact of spirit acquired! We have all the artifacts! And while I'm here, I guess I'll grab this. One last missile expansion for the road. Alright, let's get out of here! To Talon Overworld! We gotta go visit our old pal, Riddles and Fiddles. Let's get out of here. Alright, we don't have the gravity suit, so I'm gonna take some extra damage versus these bosses. It'll hopefully still be fine, though. Because that gravity suit is somewhere deep in Phendrana, and I don't really care to look. And then who the hell even knows what the thermal visor is? I go, should have come on in with the party too. Welcome, welcome. We're heading off to the end game. I guess I could have popped into the pirate research station for a minute just to scan and see where the thermal visor is. Oh well, off we go. Oh, we'll find out in the end credits at least. Since this game's nice enough to tell me where shit was. I'm doing pretty okay. Hey, we're finally back to that one room that I spent 10 plus minutes in trying to sequence break. And eventually getting. Let's get all of our ammo refilled and get to work. I mean, I do have a JSON to try to figure out where the nothing is, at least. Alright, Ridley, let's do it. Welcome to the aspect ratio dimension! Yeah, this specifically happens with Meta Ridley and Metroid Prime, and I have no idea why. It just does that. on, Ridley. Quit fluttering around and get your butt down here. I gotta hit your Achilles heel. Ridley! Ridley, you coming down or what? Here he comes. Get a load of this! Did that hit him? Oh yeah, that definitely hit him. I wish I was any good at shooting him when he's charged, when he's getting ready to charge. I know there's a way to do it, I just have no idea how. How do I do that? You boost ball in the ankles. You having fun yet, Ridley? I did that way too early. Ah! Okay, he's mad though. He's very mad. Try to catch that, Ridley! It just dawned on me that I could, like, use my momentum strafe jump tactics to dodge more easily. Get out of here! I'd make a joke about how we're not going to see him in Metroid Prime 3, but unfortunately. Although I guess you could say, well, he's not going to be in Metroid Prime 2. It would have been very silly to follow through on that first scene. Maybe next time! Maybe next time we'll allow it. But this time will be different! I wanted to make sure I actually had to get the artifacts this time. my double jump! Game! Here's not okay. Now I'm gonna have to deal with these idiots. You don't want me playing Corruption Rando. Mostly because I just genuinely dislike the latter, like, 2/3 of Metroid Prime 3. Everything after the Sky World just sucks. Just a second. I'll be right with you. Oh yeah, good idea, dumbass. Oh, come on, don't block the door. Get off of me. Both of them just sticking their noses in there. It's like, no, don't leave. Oh, I'm leaving. Let's get to work! Nice! Wave a buster! Ice spreader! Oh, it missed. That's unfortunate. Ice spreader! Whee! You fool! Here's your reward. Oh, you interrupted my super missile. Catch! One more! Ice spreader! Wait, I didn't one-shot you? Oh, there it goes. Delayed reaction, Munch. And get called out! Nope, no sign of the gravity suit, so I'm just gonna deal with not having it. If Wave Buster didn't eat so much ammo, it'd still be fine, but unfortunately, it eats a lot of ammo. Oh shit. Good timing on that, I guess. Yeah, screw it. Wave Buster! Fire! Alright, that's this phase down. Hey, can I have those missiles for the road now? Thanks. Alright, who's ready to stand on a tree branch for a while? Because I only have one of the visors. Let's go gather up all the goodies. How did I come out of the previous fight with more energy than I came in with? Oh good, it is X-ray first. Alright, now we wait. Ow. It's pretty close to me. Probably gonna headbutt me at some point. Yeah, there it is. Still on my branch? No, they knocked me off the branch. How rude. Ah, rude? Fine, I'll go stand on a different branch. Jeez. Ow! Go away! Personal space, my dude! Hey, get off the pool! Anyways, back to the bridge. mind. You can go literally anywhere else, you know. But dude, you need to respect my boundaries. I mean, okay. I can't even see where the pool is because this asshole's in my face. Hey, get out of here! And so the most threatening thing Metroid Prime's final form does, giving you an old boop in the face. Wait, I'm gonna turn back into the Mario suit, right? Or is it still... But I don't even have that suit! This isn't canon at all! See, that's canon! This cutscene gets it. Wait, why do I have the wave beam equipped anyways? Oh, hey, we're in the gravity suit again. The game can't quite figure it out right now. I collected a lot of items this time, so we get Uncanny Valley Samus. She looks like the eternal darkness protagonist in this model. And so, that was the elevator randomizer scene. Getting around was suitably a little bit bonkers. Mixing up the starting room really does shake up your initial progression quite a bit. So that was pretty neat. Just the fact that I got the plasma beam first, so I can get my first missile expansion from a frozen ice wall. Yeah, the good old false start scene earlier. That thing's in the recycle bin. Alright, where was that gravity suit and the thermal visor? Thermal visor! Chozo Ruins, Watery Hall, so that's locked behind the gravity suit. So where the heck's the gravity suit? Vendrana Drifts, Research Lab Aether. Wait a minute. Where in the station is that? Let me take a look. It's like the middle point. Yeah, it's just before the research core. So I would have had to take a brief detour in the back of Vendrana to do a little bit of the research center to pick that up, and then think to go back to Chozo Ruins for no reason just to pick up the thermal visor. I think I'm good on that one, game. Wait, did it say where the charge beam was? No, because it doesn't exist since I started with it. Okay, but I need to check another important question, though. Let me grab the old JSON file and see where the nothing was. %, items, that seems about right. Metroid Prime. Consult the JSON. There it is. JSON! So if I just search for nothing... The quarantine monitor! Isn't that Thardis? Hang on, quarantine monitor. Yeah, it's the little room behind Thardis that requires the grapple beam. That's where it was. It was over with Thardis, the good old rock creature we decided to ignore. Nothing. So stupid. Poor little Thardis, sitting there all alone. The only boss that wasn't mandatory this time. Had to do Omega Pirate for an artifact. Had to do Flargra for an artifact. Had to do the usual lunkheads. But Thardis, he's just kind of chilling over there. We've left that pile of rocks alone for like 2 seeds now. He was guarding something. Well, I mean, but he wasn't guarding something. He was guarding nothing. All right.